Zipper checks in from the home office in Easton, Pennsylvania. Hi, Matt. I hope you're enjoying the spring season so far. Are you?
The other day, I got out of work and it was in the 70s, and I took off my winter coat and went, okay, this is fine. And the next morning, I got up and it was in the 30s, and I'm going, just make up your mind, Mother Nature. You're obviously drunk. Just make up your mind.
It's Wisconsin is not too far from Canada in that sense. You see the real hardcore optimists walking around in shorts and t-shirts, and the people who would rather deal with reality on its own terms going, I got my hat and my hoodie and my winter coat on. When it actually gets warm, I'll start dealing with that. And that changes through the day. Like you can have the in the 30s when it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and then by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you just look like some sort of weird head case who's still walking around with a winter coat, and it's, like you say, back up in the 70s. And now for something completely different. Here is my top 10 list for Dave on why we should keep the numbering sequence and total print run on future Kickstarter cans. I've added photos over 2 emails. I'm thinking that you can add the Kickstarter can numbers photos to the countdown. Matt says, gee, that sounds like weak. Hi, Dave, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else listening to Please Hold for Dave Sim this month. Here is Michael R. from the home office in Easton, Pennsylvania, with the top 10 list for continuing the numbering sequence and total print number for future Kickstarter cans. Number 10, why stop something that was working so good? Number 9, we can finally talk about something important on Please Hold for Dave Sim. Hey, wait a minute. Number 8, chicks will dig me even more. We'll keep that with a secret from Grace. Number 7, liberal feminists just don't get it. Yeah, that's true. And we will cite most recently McGill University in Montreal. What was the one in Columbia University, and now the Southern California. What's the university in California that's going nuts right now? Anyway, this is where if you ever think liberal feminists just don't get it, just wait for those universities to weigh in. Number 6, it helps everyone sleep better at night. That's a good point. Anything that helps us all sleep better at night. Because number 5, because who doesn't like to see their can number over and over on every damn page? Number 4, hey, aren't Kickstarters about getting something you wanted? Number 3, it sure beats looking at those darn silly Albatross #1 notebooks. Number 2, everyone knows that Michael R. from Easton, Pennsylvania has number 26 on every page of every Kickstarter can. And the number 1 reason for continuing the numbering sequence and total print run number for future Kickstarter cans is because Michael R. is the only one who cares. Was that a glass-breaking noise? As you wrote, unless David Letterman has a trademark on that, then who is this? What are you doing here? No habla inglés. Okay, talked it over with Rolly today. And here's what we're going to do. We're actually, I've approved the Can 11 proof pages for each plate today. They look really, really good. And we're just going to go ahead and print all of those. And just as if can 11 was can 10. If anybody drops out or anything gets rearranged, we'll fix that on an anecdotal basis. This way, can 11 will be printed and ready to be packaged even before the can 11 Kickstarter launches. And what we're going to do for all of any and all listeners on Please Hold for Dave Sim, May 2024. What we're going to do is, if you want your can number out of whatever the total print run is going to be, I talked it over with Rolly. We decided it should probably be somewhere between 120 and 130, so we're going to err on the side of caution and make it 130. If you want your can number out of 130, handwritten on each plate, I will do that. All you have to do is say Swordfish in your comment section, or leave a phone message saying, yeah, I would like my can number handwritten on each plate in can 11. And Michael R., this is your doing. You will get number 26 out of 130 on each plate in can 11.
I love the Swordfishes.
Well, what we're trying we're trying to prove that Pavlov is right, and if we just keep offering really cool stuff, if you say Swordfish, and you have to say Swordfish can number, because otherwise there's going to be people who will pick up on the fact that if you say Swordfish, you get cool stuff, but they still won't listen to Please Hold for Dave Sim. So we're cutting that one off at the knees by saying you have to put in your comment section Swordfish can number, and that will mean that you will get your can number on each plate. And yeah, who couldn't possibly love Swordfish?
I'm flashing back to the Tales of the Silverfish story you did, where it's old service and you just got to walk up and shout "tree sketch" with a piece of paper under his hand, and he'll do one real quick, as long as you yell it. And the one silverfish is just, nonstop. Tree sketch, because he's got to sell it and make money.